Welcome to this second part of this class. In the first part of this class, we talked about nail prep, tip sizing, and tip sticking. Now we are going to be doing nail filing and nail shaping. So, in the same order, I'm going to be talking about different shapes of nails that we have. First of all, before I start filing, you are going to trim the nail. In filing this nail, you can see a fine line here where the artificial tip ended. You can see the fine line and you can see the natural nail as well. So we do not want this fine line. We have to blend it out. File it off, the fine line, file it off to make sure it blends with the natural nail. Now we are going to file this in a U shape form like this and like this to take out the fine line and make the artificial tip blend with the natural nail bed. Now I'm done filing it. You can see that the fine line that is defining where the artificial tip ended is no longer visible. It has blended with the natural nail. But then you would notice that this particular area here is a little bit higher than this place because having to file the edge round in a U form has made this area a little bit deeper than the other area of the nail bed. So what you will do next is to level it up. Take out this top side that is swollen to blend with this other area where we just filed. Because if you don't do that, if you continue with it like this, by the time you apply your gel polish to this job, you will discover that there is a dip around here to be looking like you dug a well here, and it will make your job look tacky. You don't want that. The essence of being in this class is to learn to become a high earning nail technician. You are not learning to be just any nail technician by the roadside. So you have to take precautions, pay attention to these little details. So now we are going to take out this top that is swollen away. Take it out using your file. So, and this is it. Look at it. This place is no longer lifted up. It's no longer higher than normal. It has blended. And again, you notice how I was holding my file. I did not hold my file flat like this. If you hold your file flat, you are going to be brushing on your client's skin without knowing. You will not be able to control your file very well not to brush on your client or your model's skin. So this is how I held my file in a 45-degree form. If you want to know what a 45-degree is, you can just check Google. You would see how the angle is in a 45-degree angle, not too raised and not flat, just like this. And this is how to handle your nail. This is how to hold the nail with these two fingers. These two fingers, you hold the finger of your model or your client so that you can turn it to whichever side you want. This way you stay in control. So this is how to hold the finger when you are working, to turn it here and here, and then you bring your thumb close to the cuticle area of the finger that you're working on. So that way, your thumb helps you to also guide the movement of your file. Like, for instance, when you're filing this way, this thumb is guiding this file away from the client skin. You get? See? The thumb is guiding, not making it go further. The thumb is like a blockage to it. So that is how to hold your file when you are filing. Now we are going to be talking about shapes. Basically, we have the square shape, we have the ballerina shape, also called the coffin shape. You can either call it the ballerina or the coffin shape. We have the round shape, we have oval, we have almond, and then we have stiletto shape. It's not like we do not have other shapes, but these are the six major shapes. This particular tip we used came in a square shape form. As you can see, it came in a square shape form. Sometimes some people will be deceived by this shape, especially when they are trying to do a square shape, and they will just leave it like this. Please do not leave it like this. This shape is looking like it is okay like this until you finish your job and polish, and then you'll be seeing that the shape is not well defined. When you finish it, this tip will be looking wider than it should be looking. So always feel the need to narrow it up a little bit. And aside that, when you're doing your nails, whatever kind of nails you are doing, make sure that it is coming straight from the cuticle area of the inner part of the nail bed straight down to the tip of the nail. For instance, if I put my file here like this now, you can see that this nail is not straight. It's supposed to be coming straight from inside like this. So we are going to take it out. While taking it out, we are making it straight from the inside to the tip, and we are also trying to narrow the tip out to make your square shape well defined. From your square shape nail, you will be able to achieve every other shapes of nails. Like, for instance, from this square shape, you will be able to achieve your ballerina, which is also called the coffin shape. You'll be able to achieve your round, the oval, almond, and even stiletto. I'm going to show you that. But first of all, let us define our square shape to be a proper square. Now you can see that this nail is looking straight from the inside to the tip. As I've put my file, you can see it is straight. After doing this here, you go to the other side and do the same thing. Now we have done it on both sides. You can see our square nails. It is more defined now, more than it was looking initially. You know, the nail was in a square shape for now, but you see how it is looking now after we defined it. It is looking better. After doing this, you come to this tip here and define your tip. Now your square shape is well defined. You can see how straight it is looking from the inside to the tip. After this square shape, the next shape we are going to get from this square shape is the ballerina shape or the coffin shape. If you want to do the ballerina shape, all you have to do is just to make this square tip a little bit slimmer from both sides using your file. Just come here, you make hair slimmer, come to this other side, do the same thing. I'm holding this nail like this so that the pressure will not be on the natural nail of your client. You don't want it to be hurting her. It can even pull off a nail, so you have to hold these tips while you're filing. Now this is the ballerina. Then you come and define the tip of the nail. This is the ballerina shape or the coffin shape. From this ballerina shape now, the next shape we can get is the round shape. In getting the round shape, just simply define this tip, these two edges that are sharp here, you make them look round using your file. Take your file, and while you are trying to achieve your round shape, you have to keep your file driving. You see how I am doing it? Don't come here, do like this, come here, do like this. You cannot get a proper round shape, especially as a beginner. So please stick to what I tell you, and you will have less issues while trying to achieve this. So we've done here, you come here, do the same thing. While you're doing this, always try to strike a balance. Like when you do here, you come here, do here, to make sure your tip is in the middle. You don't want your tip of your nails to be bending to one side or this other side. It has to be in the middle. So always put your eye gauge while filing. Don't just file because you are filing. File for a reason. Know what you are trying to take out. If you feel like you have taken out that part you want to take out, it is okay. Then you move to the other part. Don't just file because you want to file. You understand me? You can see this. This is a round nail. From this round nail now, the next shape we can achieve is the oval nail. If you want to achieve the oval shape, is just to make this round shape look a little bit slimmer. So you take your file and make this round look a little bit slimmer to achieve the oval. You know your oval shape is just as in your egg shape. That is the oval shape. Most times people confuse these shapes. Some people call the oval shape a round. Some people call the oval shape an almond shape. But with this video, I'm showing you the correct shapes. Now, this is the oval shape. It is slimmer than what we had before now. The round was wider than this. This is the oval. This is the oval. Some people mistake this oval shape for almond. This is not almond. This is oval shape. The almond shape is slimmer than this. After this oval, the next shape we can achieve is the almond shape before the stiletto. So don't mix it up. Then after this, we are going to achieve the almond. Just make this a little bit slimmer. close to as if you are trying to do the stiletto. We all know what the almond knot looks like. I'm going to put a picture of one on the screen just in case any of you don't know what the almond knot looks like. You will see that this is actually an almond shape. So don't mix it up. Some people call the oval almond. No, almond is different from oval. The almond is almost as if you are doing the stilettos, but it doesn't have a sharp tip. The stilettos has sharp tips, but the almond doesn't. The tip of the almond is almost as if it is sharp. It is slim, but it is not sharp. This is the almond shape. You can see this. So after this almond, the next shape we can achieve is the stilettos. Just make the tip more pointy. That is the stiletto. Sharp tip. This is your stiletto. Stilettos. This is the stilettos. And that is it for filing and shaping. Just like that. Very simple. This is not rocket science. Just adhere to the simple instructions and pay attention to the little details, and your job will come out well. So now this is the end of this part. I would want you to practice what you have watched, and I want to be impressed. I want to be happy with your assignment. Send pictures and videos of your working to the group chat so we can make the corrections where necessary and make our general discussion. See you in the next and final part on stick on nails.